My name is Maclean and I'm the Managing Director of John Smedley. I'm also a member of the family that owns the business. It's a family-owned business and has been since its inception 230 years ago, which is almost a sort of geological timescale for a business. John Smedley could have aimed his products at the bottom end of the market if he'd wanted to, and competed on price with loads of other mills that were springing up all over the country making underwear. But he didn't do that. He could have aimed his products at the mass market in the middle and competed with lots of other people, but he didn't do that. He decided to aim his products right at the very top of the market and make the best quality garments that he could, and that's what he wanted to do. And that was a success. John Smedley had the genius idea of branding, making sure that his underwear was branded, literally with a stamp, an ink stamp on the garment saying this high quality product is made by John Smedley. What we today call our core brand values. We've drawn these together from ideas that originated from him and some subsequent ones, and they're very important. Britishness, quality, design, craftsmanship, colour, and community. They help us to define our business today more clearly and create a positive direction for all of our staff who work in the company to know where they're going and know why they're taking the business in this direction. In essence, these values help us to discern what we feel is John Smedley, and equally as importantly, to define what is not John Smedley when we come to take decisions. But let's talk about some of the challenges since the year 2000. These have been enormous and they still affect us today. There's price deflation in the textile market as foreign goods flood our country from much lower labour cost countries. There's the loss of the industrial ecosystem in the UK that surrounds our machinery and the way it's repaired and replaced. That's been a big challenge. Like many other businesses, we found we had a pensions hole in the year 2000, and we've only just got through filling that. And of course, then in 2008, 9, 10 came the Great Recession. Some things in our business, I have to say, remain the same. I'm not referring to Her Majesty here, but the machinery that she's looking at. Those knitting machines date from the 80s and early 90s, and we're still using them and they're going strong. Even though the British machine industry doesn't exist anymore, we can just about service it. Of course, things also change. We buy new technology in when we can, and new machines are much more efficient and they come from Japan. In 1930, my great-grandfather took the decision to move away from selling through distributors and selling direct to retailers, which meant he needed his own sales force to go on the road at the time. And in that process, he took the distributor's margin himself. Of course, we still have those salesmen here today doing the same job, but the opportunity arises for us to change our business model and to move away, possibly to a degree, from supplying retailers and supplying the consumer direct through the internet. This won't take place on its own, because I firmly believe that expanding bricks and mortar retail is just as important as the internet, and the two will go hand in hand. It is an amazing business, and I feel terribly privileged to be able to run it today.